Hello, and welcome to the Nerdstrom Household Lumineers. My name is Nerdstrom, and this is the semifinals for the Nerdstrom House Championship set number 7. We had a pretty exciting first round going into this semifinal, and now we're about to see a showcase of the two top seeded decks. And today we're gonna start off with the Ruby number 1 seed, Ruby Sapphire, going up against the number 6 seed, Ruby Amethyst. And today is going to be a double feature, and the main reason why it's going to be a double feature as opposed to like just doing a showcase of each match individually is because I very much would like to see if I can get the House Championship finished in time for Reign of Jafar without having to do multiple days of shooting. So this is the way that we are going to try to fast forward the process so that hopefully we can do the finals on Thursday, and then on Friday we can do the Reign of Jafar. Do that. I do have unboxing planned. I do not know specifically when I'm going to do it. It's most likely it'll be on the Sunday, but I've already got a case ready for a new unboxing, and we'll be unboxing some booster boxes together. But until then, this match is going to suffice until the next match that we have, and of course the next unboxing. So let's go ahead and get things started today. Ruby Sapphire, Ruby Amethyst. As a 6th seed, Ruby Amethyst is going to go ahead and roll first to figure out who is going to go first. And Ruby Amethyst scores a 7. And then Ruby Sapphire is going to go for 6-4. And so that means that it's a 10. So Ruby Sapphire is going to go ahead and go first in this contest, which means that Ruby Amethyst is going to shuffle first. So if you guys are new to the channel, my name is Nerdstrom. I play against myself in contests of Lorcana. That's my primary means. I would like to see if I can start playing against friends someday, but you know, it's hard to make friends. It's hard to make friends and make time for these things. I'm an adult, and it takes a lot of effort to do this sort of things. The decks have already been pre-shuffled. All we're going to do here for this first round, at least, is to do them all again. So yeah, if you guys are new to this channel, thank you guys so much for watching, and I would encourage you guys to like this video if you enjoy what you see, and of course subscribe for all things Lorcana. And I try to do shows every Sunday evening and Thursday morning. Obviously, life can get in the way of such things, and of course I always have to make time for life when I can, and because of that, sometimes I have to do cancellations, but generally I do Sunday evenings and Thursday mornings on stream. And I'd like to thank you guys again for joining us. So join me on my future streams. We still have the finals good to go this Thursday. I'm gonna go ahead and send back 3 on this one. And there's that. Essentially what you are seeing are glorified practice matches that I have for myself in order to better myself in Lorcana, as both in gameplay as well as in deck building. Here, if I do not have the card, no matter how popular it is, I cannot play it. I do not use proxies. I do not use any sort of thing. I also don't use electronic means, with the exception of Dreamboard, just to kind of save the deck list. And so it is a journey to try to find the right decks for the job. I have to make do with what I have. Sometimes like there's decks that like I make multiples of, you know, like multiple different Amethyst decks, and I don't have enough resources to kind of make it optimal. And so you'll see kind of creative kind of builds to the thing. For example, this Ruby Amethyst deck that you're seeing does not have any bouts, which is what Amethyst is known for. That means there's no foxes, there's no snakes. I just concentrate completely on just making sure that I am as optimal on the curve as I possibly can. Turn 1, I'm putting down inking and putting down a card. Turn 2, I'm inking, putting down a card. Turn 3, I'm inking, putting down a card. Finding a way to kind of do that every single time. And in a lot of cases, I can get it done. Do I know, is it viable in a tournament situation? That's yet to be decided because I haven't done it on there. But it's just another way of deck building for the sake of simplicity, and just ensuring that each turn you get something out of it. All right, now Ruby Sapphire is a little bit more conventional. There's a couple little spiced things here and there. For one thing, I do still have a lot of the big Tamatoas, the 8-drop Tamatoa from the first chapter. It's a thing that I might have to be considering in the future, what to replace it with, because eventually tournament play is not going to allow a card like that down the line. So we'll see what becomes of it in the end. I'm going to go ahead and send back 3 in this one. And I'm going to go ahead and shuffle for this one. This is the last day of the set championships, and I'm going to be, since this is a double feature, and you're going to also see me showcase the number 2 seed Blue Steel versus number 5 seed Emerald Steel. I will be also showing, I'll also be talking about my performance in the set championship this just a few hours ago, actually, and talking about that sort of thing. And we'll also be chatting about that. So while you guys are in the comments, go ahead and leave comments. I always accept constructive criticism in learning how to play. Like I said, these are glorified practices. I am not a top player. I am just a scrub with the camera, and I always want to learn more about this game that I love from people that also enjoy this game. So, to my opponent, aka myself, I say good luck, and let's begin. So to start, I am going to ink Develop Your Brain, and I'm going to play Popsicle to draw a card, and I'm going to pass turn. And draw for turn. So I am going to ink. I'm going to go ahead and ink Maui. I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 for Turn to Wax Followers. And I will pass turn. I'm going to draw for turn here. I am going to ink Tamatoa. I will go ahead and spend 2 for Tipo, which allows me to put that face down and exert it. And I will pass turn. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and draw for turn. And I am going to ink a goat. I'm going to spend 1 and 1. Diablo and Diablo. I'll go ahead and quest for 1, banish this, draw a card, and I will pass turn. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and draw for turn. I'm going to spend 1 to play a Popsicle, draw a card. ink a brawl, spend 1, and I'm going to put -2 on Diablo, I guess. I'm going to spend 1 to play Develop Your Brain. Goes for 1, and I'll pass turn. Draw a turn. I am going to ink a brawl. I'll spend 3 for Sisu. I'll quest for 2, and I will pass turn. Turn here. Oh man, this sucks. I'll go ahead and eat Goofy. Spend 1 for Popsicle, draw a card. 2 to sail the Azure at Sea. I'll draw a card. And then I'm going to quest for 1. And I'm going to eat a Maui. I'm going to pass turn. Turn. So I'm going to go ahead and have Sisu send friends on the other side to draw 2 cards. I'm going to ink Magic Broom, and I will spend 4 for Genie to draw a card. And then I will quest for 2 to 5, and I'll pass turn. Turn. Remember, this is a best of 3 contest, so keep that in mind as you guys are watching. What could be a fast break for a certain deck might not mean much in the grand scheme of things. I'm gonna go ahead and Develop Your Brain, and I will go ahead and spend 7 for the dime. I'll go ahead and quest for 1 to 3, and I'll pass turn. Draw off turn. Oh, man. I'm gonna go ahead and challenge Tipo. Get Spanish, draw a card. I'll go ahead and ink Magic Broom. Spend 3 for the library. And then spend 2 for Cusco. And then I will quest for 2 to 9. And then I will pass turn. Turn. Oof. Oh my god, this is so bad. 1. Carmen. Oh boy. Man, I'm gonna ink Tamatoa. Spend 8. Sisu, banish. You get 2 cards over on your side over there. And then I'll pass turn. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and draw for turn. And, library gives me 1. ahead and ink the library. And I will challenge Tipo. Take 1. And then I'll spend 6 for Lady Tremaine. Choose and banish. You have no choice but to banish Sisu. And I will pass turn. Turn. Now you know what? I'm gonna ink. No, I'm not gonna ink. What am I doing? 2 for Tipo. 2 to dime Tipo. Get 1. And then I will pass turn. One for the library. I'll go ahead and draw for turn. I am going to make the library 2 for Sisu, 4 for the goat, net me 1 lore. And then I will quest for 4. Back to 16, and I will pass turn. Turn. 2 for vision. Quest for 1, call it. So the number 1 seed, be prepared, was actually a thing I just picked up on there. So the number 1 seed loses first game to Ruby Amethyst. Could it be deck rust? You know, it's been sitting on its hands for quite a while, and who knows, maybe that's the reason why I kind of lost that first game. But we'll see what is to be had in the second one. And that's interesting because like it also happened while Ruby Sapphire was on the play in that first one. So we'll see how that translates in the second one. Yeah, Ruby Amethyst takes game 1 of that. This is a best of 3. Because Ruby Sapphire lost, it does get to go again first. I had a lot of destruction on that one. There's going to be a lot of deleting going on. He's going to go full Matt Hardy in that round. Let's go start again. Yeah, I mean, again, this is the thing I like about this deck is, yeah, I don't know if it's really competitive on a big scale, but I just do appreciate the fact that no matter what happens, I'm always going to be able to kind of net some ink, play something, net ink, play something, you know, that sort of thing. I like things that just involve a net game, even if it's a slow developing situation. As long as I can always hit something, it's always good, you know. Okay. Amethyst is going to go ahead and do its mulligan. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and send back 4. Okay, now Ruby Sapphire is going to go ahead and get its cards next. Drink more water, people. Especially Arcana can be a long game and you want to make sure that you're always hydrated. What kind of deck is that? Nope. Yeah, none of that. No, that's terrible. I am actually gonna send back 6. There we go. All right, let's do this. Match number 2. Let's see who wins this one. Who wins, who goes on? Okay, so to start, I am going to ink develop your brain, and I'm going to go and play popsicle, draw a card, and pass turn. Ink a Maui and spend 1 turn box followers, and I will pass turn. Alright, I'm going to draw for turn. I'm going to go ahead and ink develop your brain. I'm going to spend 2 for Tipo. I'm going to go ahead and send that card face down and exerted, and I will go ahead and pass turn. Draw for turn. I will go ahead and ink a Maui, spend 2 for Cusco. I'm going to go ahead and quest for 1, banish this, draw a card, and pass turn. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and draw for turn. I'm going to ink a Brawl. I'm going to go and spend 4 to play how far I'll go. Look at the top 2. Pick 1. Put into your hand face down and exert it. And I'll go ahead and put that in there. And put this into my hand. And I will pass turn. Okay, I'm going to draw for turn. Let's see. I'm going to ink Queen of Hearts. And then I will spend 3 for Sisu. I'll quest for 1 to 2, and I'll pass turn. Then I will draw turn. I'm going to go ahead and ink Vision and spend 6 for Maui, quest for 1, and I'll pass turn. Turn. I am going to Ink a Brawl. This one 4 for the goat. I will pass turn. Okay. Draw for turn. Let's see. I am going to spend 2 for the coil. I'm also going to spend 4 for Goofy. I'm going to have Maui sing a Pirate's Life, -2, gain 2, gain 1 for action. And then I will quest for 1, and I will pass turn. Okay, I'm going to draw for turn. So I am going to ink a goat and have Merlin sing Friends on the Outside, draw 2 cards. I will let's see. Might as well. I'm gonna spend 5 and I'm gonna hit Dragonfire on Maui. Banish that. I will quest for 3 to 3 and I'll pass turn. Okay, I'll draw for turn. Oh, you're gonna love me. I'm gonna go ahead and have Goofy and T-Pose sing Pirate's Life, -2, gain 2. And I'll also hardcast Pirate's Life, gain 2, -1. And I will pass turn. I'll draw for turn. Let's see. I am going to ink Magic Broom, spend 1. Oh, excuse me. Charter Box Files was in the ink. I'm going to spend 2 for Cusco. I'm going to spend 3 for Merlin Crab. I'm going to add that to Cusco. I'm going to go ahead and challenge this. This is going to get banished. I'm going to draw a card. You know they can see you, right?
What? Oh. I'm just trying to find my phone.
I know.
Do you know where it is?
Yes.
Oh my god. At least it was where I thought it was.
I will go ahead and I gave it to Cusco. And then I'm going to go ahead and quest for 3, and I will pass turn. Turn. Dang. Quest for 1. Pass turn. a turn. I'm going to spend 6 for Madame Medusa, just get rid of Tipo like that. And then I will go ahead and quest for however many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 9, and I'll pass turn. Okay, drop turn. I'm going to ink Vision of the Future, and I'm going to play Be Prepared on everybody. You are going to gain 1 card from this, and then you're also going to gain a lore from that. And I'll pass turn. I'm going to drop turn. I'll spend 1 for Churno, 1 for Broom, 4 for Goat, gain 1, and I will pass turn. I'll drop turn. 1 for Pop, draw a card. I'll pass turn. Drop turn. I'll use Merlin to save friends on the other side. Draw 2. I'll spend 3 for the library. I'll quest with Magic Broom. I'll spend 1 to play Diablo. Banish this. Draw a card. And then I will spend 2 to send Diablo and Turnbox followers to there, and I will pass turn. Draw turn. Spend 4 to play how far I'll go. Top 2. That. Spend 1 obstacle. Draw a card. And pass turn. Okay, 1 for the library. I'll go ahead and drop turn. I'll spend 4 for Genie. Draw a card. I'm going to ink a Brawl. And I'll spend 2 for the Queen of Hearts. I'll go ahead and quest for 2. Spend 1 to send Genie to the library as well. And then I will also quest for 1 more to 16, and I will pass turn. Dude, can this happen? Is there a way this could legit happen? Huh. Interesting. Hmm. 8 for Tim. think there's anything else I can do. Yeah. I think I'm locked up. Wow. Just like that. Number 6 seed, Ruby Amethyst, with no bounce. Just took on, some variant of a top tier net deck of a Ruby Sapphire and just beat it 2-0. That is astounding. So, guaranteed in the finals, we are going to have a new winner for the Nerdstrom House Championship. So that's got to be exciting for you guys that are watching at home. That's crazy. So this is going to be the last time that Ruby Sapphire gets to occupy the Jafar box. So enjoy it while you can, buddy. You served it well, but now it's time to go back to the Sisu box. So wow. And for those of you guys who don't know, when a lower seed beats a higher seed, it does shake up the seeding of in the Nerdstrom household. So that's the reason why we have these seeds on here too. As these decks progress and become the number 1 seeds, whichever one ends up winning gets taken. And as that happens, the decks, the deck lists go down in rank as they go. But in the case of, actually no, yeah. So like in the case of like this one, if a 6 seed beats a 1 seed within the rankings of the Nerdstrom household, technically as of right now, this stands as the number 1 seed currently because it did beat this one. And this deck goes down in rank as it goes. So there is a big shakeup in terms of the ranking, and I'm going to finalize that once the set championships are over. But this is going to be the last time that Ruby Sapphire occupies the Jafar box. So, yep, enjoy it while you can, buddy. And with that, we are now going to move on to game number dos. Now, I was picking, in case you were wondering, how come the number 1 seed gets to go first tonight? Well, the main reason why is I was kind of thinking it might just be a showcase of Ruby Sapphire's might. But never in my wildest dreams would I have expected Ruby Amethyst with no bounce to unseat a Ruby Sapphire deck, at least in the way it did. I'll admit there was a bit of bricking, especially in the first one. The first one was really bad. But yeah, it's just like the cards just never came. That could be an aspect of the deck that I need to optimize, but it's interesting that it did happen the way that it did. Alright, so Ruby Amethyst is going to move on to the finals of the Nerdstrom House Championship. That is still astounding that that is the case. Now, because we are switching decks, I, of course, need to switch decks. So, bear with me, dear viewers. However many are you? Bear with me, 5 viewers. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that game. Leave a comment in the thing, along with any constructive feedback you guys might have about gameplay. I always am wanting to hear from other people in the community on how to perform better in this game. Alright, so actually I tend to use the title solid steel showcase. It is a reference to my old career as a pro wrestler. We used to have a gimmick in our show describing everything as solid steel, from solid steel chairs to solid steel baseball bats to solid steel plastic table, you know. So it'd be like that. So yeah. In this case, now we actually have a situation where not only is it a solid steel showcase between number 5 seed Emerald Steel and number 2 seed Sapphire Steel, but the mats that are represented literally are the 2 steel mats within the Nerdstrom household. So that's a little aspect that I'm kind of excited about. So we've already seen one upset today, and now it's got me wondering. It's like, are we going to see 2? Maybe it could be possible. Anything's possible if you just believe. Oh, that made things worse. Actually, hang on. Let's try that. Try that. Does that look better? No. Oh, this side doesn't look good. There you go. Try that. I think it's just the table. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Now, because I am switching to 2 different decks, you'll have to excuse me. I have to do the pile shuffle as we go. Again, I am just a scrub with a camera. This is also how I determine piles, by rolling dice, so bear with me on that respect. Okay. This one, I'm kind of expecting it might be a drag out kind of game. I think that's another reason why I was wondering about how this game would run. Again, both of them are kind of focused on long game situations and things like that, so maybe that might be why this particular round might be a little bit longer. We are about to find out as soon as I get this thing. Now, in the case of this blue steel deck that I'm about to play, this was actually already played in a tournament just a few hours ago for a set championship. And the short of it was, from the outside looking in, the deck itself did not do well. I mean, it was a contest of about 26 players, and I got 20 with a record of 1, 2, and 2. You know, I got two draws, King of Swiss. You know, so that was a little bit unfortunate. But at the same time, though, I think in hindsight, I think the games that I played were done the best way it possibly can be. I did try to do my best in all aspects of the game, and that's just the result that just ended up happening. And that's how it is. That's Lorcana. It just is what it is. I really wanted to do my best to kind of just keep the games going throughout the day, because it was the one tournament I got to do during the set, and before Reign of Far comes out this Friday, and so I really just kind of want to make the most of it, just get my money's worth and everything. So with that said, let's go ahead and figure out who's going to go first. Now, because Emerald Steel is the smaller, as the lower seed, Emerald Steel is going to go ahead and roll first. And we have a 6. And now Blue Steel is going to go. And we have an 8. So Blue Steel is going to go ahead and go first, which means that Emerald Steel is going to roll second. Okay, so Emerald Steel, excuse me. Emerald Steel is going to mull first. So. Let's see. Now, the build of this deck, if you haven't seen it yet, it is a much more conventional design than some of the other decks that are out there. It's more conventional than in comparison to like others. There's not really a lot of spice in this Emerald Steel deck. A lot of the cards are currently used in top meta decks right now. I'm going to send back 3. It's just a differentiation of what cards, how many cards are in the deck compared to some others. So that's about as much spice on there too. I said before, I don't ever really consider myself an Emerald Steel player, but who knows? Maybe a strong result in the Nerdstrom House Championship might encourage me to try Emerald Steel. You never know. The good thing I do like about it is, like, if it's a discard deck, like, discard decks are timeless in my opinion. Like, you can always play a discard deck no matter what, because it's like, okay, I don't care about your strategy. All that matters, it's like, you're just never gonna be able to play it. So that's the kind of thing that is kind of cool about that. And discard is never wavers. It's always something that's relevant to the meta in some way, shape, or form. Now, Blue Steel, on the other hand, is definitely a very spicy deck. It's a deck that I kind of built by myself. And yes, the tournament might not prove its mettle, but it's a deck that nonetheless still makes me proud that I get to play it. I'm still proud of the effort that it produces. So with that, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to send back 4. So this is the second match of a doubleheader today here in the Nerdstrom household. So to my opponent, aka myself, I say good luck, and let's get things started. Okay, so to start, I am going to ink a bell, and I am going to play Mickey, and I'll pass turn. I'm going to go ahead and draw a turn. I'm going to ink a Diablo, and I'm going to play a Diablo. Alright, so we get to look at the hand. This is the only instance in where you get to see what's in the hand, is whenever a card like Diablo shows us things. Alright, so we got Kick Cloud Kicker, Little Robin Hood, Big Robin Hood, 7 Doors Mine. That couldn't hold me back. And Mr. Smee. There's that. And I will pass turn. Oh, actually, before we do that, I'll drink some water. Drink more water. Okay. Draw for turn. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and quest for 1. I will go ahead and mine, and I'm going to spend 1 for Robin Hood, and I'll pass turn. I'm going to draw for turn. I'm going to ink a morph, and I will actually no, I'm going to play the Cove, and I'm going to send Diablo to the Cove, and I will quest for 1, and I will pass turn. Actually, no, I will not quest for 1. I will just pass turn. Okay, I'm going to draw a turn. And then I am going to ink a Lawrence. I'll spend 3 to shift Robin Hood. I will go ahead and quest for 3 to 4, and I'll pass turn. Okay, I'm going to draw for turn. I will go ahead and ink. I'm still here. I'll spend 3 for Prince John, and I am going to pass turn. Okay, I'm going to draw for turn. I'll go ahead and ink. I'm going to ink Kit Cloud Kicker. I'm going to spend 2 for Smee, and then I will quest for 3, and I will pass turn. Okay, I'm going to draw for turn. I'm going to go ahead and ink. I'm still here. I'll spend 3 to hypnotize. So choose and discard a card. I'm going to go ahead and discard that. And draw a card. And I'll go ahead and pass turn. Okay, I'm going to draw turn. I'm going to ink Belle. I'm going to go ahead and spend 3 for Alice. And I'll go ahead and quest for 5 to 12. I'm going to end turn, and this means going to take 1 damage. Last turn. Okay, I'm going to draw turn. So I am going to I'm gonna ink a morph. I'm going to hard cast. We don't talk about Bruno. Send back to the hand. That gets discarded. And I do believe that actually gives me an interesting situation for a ruling, because I just shifted. I just sent back. We don't talk about Bruno. Oh, no. We don't talk about Bruno results in both of those going back, which means that I have to do it at random. I don't want that to happen. I want Mr. Smee to go away instead. And I'll go ahead and draw a card for that. And then I'm back to where we started. guess maybe I slowed it down. Possibly. What do I do? 6. I'm gonna try it. I want to pass turn. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and draw up turn. 2 for Doc. Quest for 2. Add 1 and ward to Robin Hood. 1, 2, 3. Quest for 1. And then I'm also going to spend 3 to play I'm Still Here on Ward and Resist +2 on Robin Hood, draw a card. And I'm going to ink Robin Hood and play Kick Cloud Kicker. And I will pass turn. Don't think there's much I can do in this instance here. I think everything that I wanted just came a little bit late. Just out of spite, I'm gonna go ahead and spend 6. I'm gonna play Tinkerbell. So I put 1 damage on everybody, quest for 3, just so I'm not shut out. And then that's game. Well, unlike how Ruby Sapphire did not demonstrate why it deserves to be the number 2 seed, I got to demonstrate what Blue Steel, for the most part, is capable of. It's not. It's most of its potential. Right? So Blue Steel is going to win the first game, but can it win a second one? We'll find out. Boop. You start. Bum bum. So last week I was talking during my show about my thoughts on Eurovision 2025, and during my contest, during my tournament, I caught myself humming this song by Prink, P-R-I-N-C, not Prince. I'm not gonna call him Prince. We already have a Prince. He represented Serbia, and the song was called Mila. It's like a Balkan ballad kind of style, very overwrought with, like, you know, ham-fisted emotion and all that kind of stuff. And I wasn't a fan of the song, but somehow it earwormed my way back into my head, and I ended up singing it during the tournament. Maybe it resulted in me losing those 2 matches. I don't know. If anything, I was humming it during my draws. But anyway, so I mean, like, it's still a week removed from Eurovision. So if there's any Eurovision fans out there that are watching this show, let me know what songs are kind of in your head since Eurovision has finished. Let me know in the comments. Okay, so since Blue Steel won, it is going to go second in this round, and Emerald Steel gets a chance to go first. Okay, I'm gonna go on Semifinal 4. That. I've been playing a lot of Lorcana today. So, and it's been a long day. I am quite tired, but I can't rest until I see the results of this contest. So, we will see. Okay. Nope. Might need that. Nope. Okay. I'm going to send back 3. Okay, here we go. Round number 2. Let's start by inking We Don't Talk About Bruno. And I'm going to play the Hidden Cove. And I'll pass her. Okay, I'm going to draw a turn. I'm going to ink the mine, play a kit, Bester. Draw a turn. I am going to ink, I'm still here, and I'm going to pay 2 to play Sudden Chill. Go ahead and choose and discard a card. That one. And I will pass turn. Okay, I'm going to draw a turn. I will ink a Robin Hood, and I'm going to play the mine. And I'll pass turn. Okay, I'm going to draw a turn. I am going to ink a ink Big Pete, and I'll play Diablo, and I will pass turn. Okay, I'm going to draw a turn. I'm going to ink Little Kit, shift Big Kit, quest for 3. Oh, I also do get one for the mine, and I will pass turn. Okay, I'm going to draw a turn. I'm going to go ahead and ink a Pete. I'm going to go ahead and spend 3 to hypnotize. card. I will go ahead and quest for 1. Pass turn, Diablo draws. Oh, and then actually, no, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead. Send Diablo to the go, then I'll pass turn, and then, yeah, Diablo draws. Okay, draw turn. No way. Fine. 3 for Alice. 1 for mine, and then I'll quest for 3, and I'll pass turn. Okay, I'll draw for turn. I'm going to ink. Go ahead and ink. I'm still here. I'll go ahead and spend 5 for Cricky. I'm gonna bump up Diablo, who's already got 2 plus 1, and then 3 more to 6. I'll take out Kit. It'll go ahead and banish itself, and I will go ahead and pass turn. One for the mine. Draw for turn. I'll go ahead and ink Kit. Spend 3 for Alice. And I will go ahead and quest for 2. 11. And then I will pass turn. Okay, I'm going to draw a turn. I'm going to ink Diablo, and I'm going to spend 3 and 3 for 2 Diablos. I'm going to go ahead and quest for 3. 2, 4, and I'll pass turn. Oh boy. 1. I'm going to spend 2 for Calhoun, 2 for Doc, discard my hand, draw 2 cards. I'm going to ink Mickey, and I am going to quest. Hang on. How do I do this? I'm going to quest for 2, bump this one, get 3 in ward. Quest for 3. I'm going to give ward and +1 to Calhoun, and then I will pass it. Okay, I'm going to draw a turn. Let's see. I will go ahead and send. Spend 3, and I am going to. How do I do this? It's got ward and everything too. I'm going to go ahead and send all 3 of these to the coast. I definitely know that's going to happen. I know that Cricky can take out one of the Alices. That's not a problem. It takes 1 damage. Diablo and Diablo are both going to work to get that Alice off the board as well. Each takes 1. I'll go ahead and have I'm going to go ahead and hard cast Storm Rage on and deal 2 damage to Doc. I'll draw a card. And I don't think there's anything I can do. Yeah, you get lethal. So there you go. That was quick. So actually, I managed to get two big matches of the semifinals in about an hour, I think. So I think that's how long it's been running. And we got some pretty crystal clear results. It was not an upset on this end like it was in the first game. But as a result, Blue Steel, Sapphire Steel, Kiwi Birds variants, kind of my spice on it, did beat Emerald Steel for the win. And now it will proceed to the finals, and it will face Ruby Amethyst for all the marbles. And we will determine that later on Thursday night for the finals to determine who is going to be the next champion to inhabit the Jafar box. So until next time, aka this Thursday night, I will see you all there. My name is Nerdstrom, and I am reminding you that just because I play against myself, it doesn't mean that you have to go out, make new friends, and let's get nerdy.